Hey flock, it's officially Hawktime. Welcome to Hawktimebhammin, that cute, messy, unfiltered corner of the internet you didn't know you needed, but you do. Hey flock, it's me, your host, Hollie Hawktime. Welcome back. We have officially reached our third episode. Psych. So, I want to thank everybody for watching, participating, whatever it may be. Our numbers are doing great. So, that being said, let's kick this off with some Hawk Talk. So there's been a lot of buzz going on, a lot of talk going on about a lot of questions, people reaching out to me about what do I think about a certain situation with our champ from the city, Terrence Bud Crawford. So the talk about it, and how I feel or what it is I think about, him, whatever his situation is, whatever maybe may have you. There's a lot of different things I think about it. First, let me start off. I love Bud as an athlete. As an athlete, never going against him. Okay, never betting against him. None of that. Nothing negative to say as an athlete. As a person, eh. I'm not really. Eh. I don't know. I know earlier last year in April, me and Bud. People don't know that, but me and Bud had a verbal in each other face, calling each other bitches, verbal combat. Like, him, you a broke ass bitch, and you a bitch ass nigga. Like, it was literally like that. It was, and if you know me, I'm not gonna back down. I'm not going to tuck my tail. I'm not going to save face. And if I feel like, but I mean, he wasn't gonna get 12 rounds of a fight with me. Like, we wasn't gonna go 12 rounds. But in the midst of this, this is when it found out we had found out that he had endorsed Gene, which was for me, I felt like to the city was a slap in the face when he called us a bunch of chicken eating, Jordan wearing bitches. Like, he don't be eating the same chicken we eat. Like, he don't be wearing the same Jordan and Nike Tech outfits that y'all be wearing that we be wearing. So that was a big thing. Now, even with the endorsement, I only felt like it was an option. He still could have, you know what I'm saying? No, we don't care, or at least I don't care how he's spending his money, but I do care when it affects us. You know what I'm saying? But we done got past that. Now there's a situation where Bud just, it's his dick. He can do whatever the fuck he wants to. He can do whatever he wants to with his dick, okay? Please continue to do whatever you want to with your dick. I don't know how to say this. Like, I just feel like Bud, he not fucking with bitches that, or maybe he is fucking with bitches in his caliber. I don't know. Like, I don't know. Maybe he is fucking with bitches. But I feel like, at the status that Bud is at now, because let's take it back to the Shannon Sharp interview. When Shannon Sharp asked him about how he had another child on his baby mother, on Isha. Sweetest girl. Love Isha now. But, and how he responded like a little, you know? But I feel like with that, like even that goes back into his character. Like, just the situation with Shantara and how Shantara was Isha's, or allegedly Isha's trainer. And like, where's the integrity? Where's the fucking morality? Like, is nobody fucking off limits to you? Like, fuck. But I just feel like he just needs to be fucking with bitches in his caliber. So maybe he is fucking with bitches in his caliber. I like shit. An example, like I just like Javante Davis. His exes is bitches like Des Dior, Ari Fletcher. You know what I'm saying? Like, he fucking some bad bitches, and then you got Bud. His fucking exes is bitches like, and not saying y'all not, and not saying y'all not bad bitches. Just saying y'all not like, like Ari Fletcher and them. You know what I'm saying? Like, y'all cute, but y'all ain't like fine as fuck. You know what I'm saying? Not saying, I mean, but we cute, but y'all not like It's just levels. You know what I'm saying? Like it's just levels. I don't know, and I'm not saying that to throw no shade. I'm just saying like he fucking all these Omaha bitches, and I know he not giving you bitches no money because sources say Bud tighter than a straight man booty hole. They said that nigga so with his motherfucking money. Me and this nigga arguing, he calling me a broke ass bitch. You damn right I'm a broke ass bitch compared to you, nigga. Like, and it was funny because Isha like, shit, Hollie, shit, he called me, shit, I'm a broke ass bitch too. I think the most that I've seen, or that from what I know or have been told or heard of, whatever. You know what I'm saying? Because I don't like to say things that aren't 100% true. I don't, because that's not me. But shit, Bobby ass was overseas. What y'all bitches get? Because I just know. I just fucking know. Y'all not getting flued over the seas. Y'all not getting flued out, or is you? Even after his last fight, that nigga Bud walking with a whole nother bitch. I think that bitch, she was a cute little chocolate thing. Like, I don't know. Like, I don't give a fuck what you do with your dick. It's your dick. I love Bud as an athlete. I'll never go against him as an athlete. I'm never going to bet against him. I'm never going to go against him athlete wise. Character wise, I feel like character wise, Bud has made some real sticky choices that I kind of really just kind of take a step back and look, because I know y'all, a lot of people say, oh, Bud don't got to do everything for the community. He does not. That is correct. But Bud should have like an annual drive or some shit. He should be giving out turkeys. I remember Robbie, original Shotta. He was, motherfucker was doing whatever he was doing, and he still had vans full of turkeys for the community. And he wasn't even on the level that what Bud is on, right now. But he still gave back to his community and stuff. But that's how you get your blessings. You get your blessings back by pouring back out, by pouring out. People think, and I was just having this conversation the other day with a good friend of mine about tithing. When it comes to tithing to the church, tithing is not only to your church. Tithing is to your community. Tithing is to the people around you, the people who are affected or can be affected in a good way of things, because Jesus did not have money to pay tithes to no church. Jesus didn't even hang out in the church with the church folks. He hung out with the people, the lower, the lows. He hung out with the gangsters, the pimps, and the hoes. Okay? That's who Jesus was giving back. That's how he was tithing. You know what I'm saying? So I feel like, Bud could be doing he could be doing a lot more than what he's doing, because when Bud is having these fights, we're showing up to these fights, we're showing up to these parades, we are praising Bud, we give Bud that acknowledgement for things like that. So when y'all say Bud don't gotta do everything, correct, he don't gotta do everything. But it should be known that he's doing at least one thing that is major, that is something. Okay, because I can't think of the last thing that I heard that Bud did that was good and positive for our community. I know a lot of people who do not speak of Bud in a positive light or a good way for our community. And I think that that is a problem, because he's not looking to be he may not be looking to be a neighborhood hero. That may be the thing. That may be he may not be. However, he has become a neighborhood hero. People are looking up to Bud. These children are looking up to Bud. Yes, he has his boxing ring and his fight gym and stuff or whatever, and that's good. But what about the many other people outside of that? I guess I just have to. Um, I do think that in some way, shape, or form, but does or should want to pay homage to that. I wouldn't give a damn if he was out feeding the homeless. You know what I'm saying? But he should have something that is annual that he does. And I would love to see that in 2026. So, but I challenge you for that in 2026. And Isha, I am so mad at you because, girl, I would have monetized off of that shit. When they was calling you fat bitches, bitch, you should have been calling Jenny Craig. Fat bitch, where? I would have been on the fucking Subway commercial talking about give me some sandwiches so I could get lose some weight with my fat ass. I'd have been doing something. I would have monetized off that motherfucker. His friends would have been my friends. I would have branched out and made new friends. And what, like, you should have been the motherfucking Ari Fletcher of motherfucking Omaha, because you are like you have a very good heart. Like even when I speak to you, anytime I talk to you, like you loving. You know what I'm saying? You loving. And I was looking forward to seeing what you was gonna wear to this retirement dinner. So I was disappointed when I seen you wasn't there. And then when it got back to me that Shantara was there. Mm, whatever. Because even I don't know Shantara personally, so I have nothing negative to say about her. I really have nothing negative really to say about anybody at the moment, because I really don't know too much of the situation. I just know that, motherfuckers have been reaching out to me about the situation with Brandy and Bud. A lot of her husband's family have reached out to me a couple times. So, but I want it to be known that they was never the topic of my platform ever. Like, there's no comedy in that. Like, there's no, you know what I'm saying? Like, I had nothing negative to say. I think that in that situation, if I could speak on that situation, or if I would speak on that situation, I honestly think that within the course of time, because it's been said that they've been married for over like 10 years. So I think that she just had enough. I think that her time was just like she was just done. And I think she was done long before this situation ever happened. And I think that he just couldn't take it. I think that, shit, when she, how it is when we move on, we move on. And I just don't want her to get lost in the things of, because people that have come to me with things in regards to her have said very good, positive things. Like, nothing negative has been said about her. And so therefore, I would never want to shine nothing on her character where I have anything negative to say, because I don't. Do what you want with that information, but I have nothing negative to say about you. I issue you my condolences. I issue love. I issue prayer. All of that. I have nothing negative to say about you. Let's go and kick off into some Hawk heats. Because I got to say this shit with my motherfucking chest. And I know y'all been seeing it. But let me go and address the elephant in the room. Neffy! Bring that motherfucking ass here, baby. Okay? Because when y'all be playing, I be needing y'all to find somebody else to play with. Like, dead ass. Find somebody else to play with. Because let's not forget, I think that the city gets lost and forgets that the shit that motherfuckers have said or did over time or whatever, or maybe y'all just be scared. Like, motherfuckers really be mad that it be me saying it. Like, there be 50 other people saying some shit, but when Hollie says something, y'all act like my word is gospel. I ain't no fucking body. I ain't never tried to portray to be nobody bigger than what I am, or none of that. I never did none of that. So, are we forgetting pre-sales to the book? Where's the fucking book? Mansion party. Remember when she scammed all of y'all out the money for the man? Y'all was ready to be some nasty motherfuckers and have a goddamn orgy at a mansion. Prepaid for tickets for a mansion party that never was going to happen. That never fucking existed. Nasty motherfuckers. That's what y'all hot asses get. Then let's not forget the call center. I don't know if that's real, fake, or not. I just know I'm not going to be giving nobody my motherfucking social security number that done already done scammed umpteenth amount to meet the people. Lastly, I don't care how tight she fold her arms. Don't care. Never gonna do my taxes. She couldn't file my toenails. Okay? She couldn't file my motherfucking fingernails. She couldn't file my goddamn bills. Ever. No. But I think that y'all feel like, or maybe y'all just intimidated because y'all had this story, this hood legend story of Naffy or whatever, which is fine. I don't want to take no credit away from her hood story. Whatever. Who gives a fuck? Who gives a fuck? Don't want to take anything away from her hood story. But even her character is flawed. Because if you could scam people in your city, and then think that you then come back and be like, yeah, I did it. What's up? That bitch should have been canceled. Y'all should have been canceled her motherfucking ass. So, our own, our talented Chink Diamond has been on Love and Hip Hop Miami. She had brought her sister Naffy onto Love and Hip Hop Miami. Um, and just recently, um, Naffy has took to social media um, dissing her sister Chink. Now, this isn't the first time that Naffy has done this. This is actually, what I recall, I believe, the second time. The first time Naffy took to social media, Naffy had said that Chink doesn't write her own raps, that she buys her followers, and different things like that. Um, Chink has never responded, from my knowledge. She has never responded to anything negative about her sister or anything her sister has said via social media. She has never bashed her sister on social media or anything like that. And for that, I have to give my respects to Chink. Like, because that says volumes. Like, regardless of um, what it is you may go through as siblings, and I don't know if some of y'all are siblings, but I'm a sibling. I have siblings, and my little sister, my sister that a lot of y'all know, Monica, she grinds my fucking gears. She makes my ass itch. But that's my sister, and nobody would ever know via social media or any platform how much or the things in details of what me and my sister go through. It would never be said. So much so that me and my sister could be into something right now and you would never know. But if you was to, if I'm in the same room as my sister, and you think you finna fight my sister, you're good as jumped. I could not have talked to my sister for however long I had not talked to her. But if I'm in the same room with her and she's in, and she and I see her or get a hint that she's in imminent danger, I'm imminently on your ass about my sister. We're finna jump you. Like that, that's just what it is. Like, I would just never, not in public, go against my sister, whether it be social media or even public outside. Like, it just isn't gonna happen. So I have to give credit to Chink for how she handles this situation, again, the second time, with grace. Okay. This last time, I'll give you a little brief thing of what Naffy said. And I'm going to put it on the screen and then y'all could just pause it and read it. But just briefly, she just says, please don't tie me to anything pertaining to Chink Diamond. Chink Diamond got on national TV and played with her character and said that the reason why people know Naffy, is for just being Chink's sister. And Naffy goes on to say how she's the most well known. She gave her sister the fame back before she had to go fight for her son. She said that Chink has never done anything for her son. How she pays the rent. How Chink is a broke bitch. How she's poor. how she's living in a $500,000, how Naffy's living in a $500,000 house, and she hadn't talked to her sister for 2 years. And then when she did finally talk to her sister, she was a millionaire. Um, she spoke on just a bunch of different things about Naffy, about Naffy spoke on a bunch of different things about Chink being upset because Naffy raps, because Naffy now raps. Um, and these are just a bunch of miscellaneous things that was being said. Uh, stupid, stupid, silly things. And then y'all as Omahaians are literally under Naffy status, like almost pray like, I'm sorry you're going through this. Uh, this isn't the first time. Like almost like praising as if like we forgot different things that Naffy has done to the city as a whole, as a collective. Now everybody's some poor broke ass bitches, and she's saying she's paying Chink's rent. Well, what is Chink doing with her motherfucking money from Love and Hip Hop? Because if you is paying $5,000 rent and you talking about it like it's a flex, that's crazy to me. 5,000 times 12. That's like $60,000. That's 60 fucking $1,000. Why would you be giving somebody $60,000 a year to rent their home? You can't even paint their fucking walls. Like, what? Why would you why, to me that just says that you have poor money management. You're bragging about being a millionaire, but yet you're paying $5,000 rent. Your house look empty as fuck. You made 60K in a day. I don't think I would ever tell somebody I pay $5,000 rent. I wouldn't tell anybody that I pay. I wouldn't tell anybody if my car note was over $1,000. I just there's just certain things that people be thinking be flexes and they don't be flexes, and paying $5,000 rent is not a flex when you could be owning your house. You could be owning something. Like $60,000, that's a down payment on a nice house. That's a paid for vehicle. You know what I'm saying? We don't, like, for instance, with this rap shit, we don't know Naffy to rap. We know Chink and Tep to rap, right? Naffy may have done her little raps from back in the day, whatever, you know what I'm saying? But that didn't stick with us the way Tep's raps and Chink's rap stuck. You know what I'm saying? So we really don't give a fuck, or maybe we do. I don't. Maybe y'all do. I don't know. I don't give a fuck about a motherfucker who pulling a bulldagging ass up to fucking Ruth's Chris for some stuffed chicken. I don't give a damn. Like, I don't care. I don't care. Like, I like Chink as a rapper. Chink has real talent. Tep, real talent. Both of them are talented rappers. We know them for rapping. Naffy, I'm sure there's something else you're good at, but that rapping is everybody. I guess rapping is music is now everybody lane. You really ain't got to say too much of shit. The motherfucking girl just came out with a goddamn quick ass, stupid ass Dr. Pepper fucking rap and got paid $2 million motherfucking dollars. Now let's get into cute but chaotic. So I said for this cute and chaotic one, I was going to do a story time. So I feel like I've been talking like really fast because I feel like I'm on crunch time. But let me make this one a good one for y'all. So when I said that me and Naffy, our beef was really real, Naffy beef at first was not with me. Me and Shakia had picked up a beef. Naffy was running Shakia, little sister Danielle. She was running her motherfucking ass crazy. I remember she, they beef was, I don't know what their beef was about, but I don't know what Naffy and Danielle's beef was about. But I know that Naffy was definitely, she was definitely on that with them, right? I remember one particular day, and if I'm lying, I'm lying. I remember one particular day, Danielle called Shakia and was talking about how Naffy and somebody else, I want to say they ran in Danielle mama house and fought them. That's some shit I used to do back in my time, back in my day on my mama. Me and my cousins, or we used to run in y'all mother in some of y'all houses, and we used to whoop y'all ass. I remember us kicking down. Yeah, anyway, but that's not what this story is about. That's a different cute but chaotic. Okay, that's a different moment. But I remember her doing that or something of the sorts, and when she did that, Danielle called Kia, and because that's her baby sister. So, like I said, you couldn't swing on Kia. You couldn't swing on nobody that I was hanging with. And at this time, my it was me, Shakia, Whitney, Erica, and Narisha. It was always us five whenever we went out, right? And sometimes Kiara would be there or whatever, but for when we ever went out, it was always us five. And the three for like all of us would go, but me, Whitney, and Shakia, you wasn't getting no fair ones around us. But on this particular day with this situation or whatever, just going back, um, Shakia, like, so we calling Naffy. Shakia calling that. We calling that. Where you bitches at? Where you at? Da, 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 da. So we find out where Naffy lives, and this is how deep the beef. This is how serious it was. Like, and if you know me, one thing my brother always told me. My brother Maurice, may he rest in peace. He used to always tell me, Holly, do not pick your battles. Never pick your battles, because if you pick your battles, you're gonna pick the ones that are easy, the ones you know you could win, and where's the challenge in that? So then when it comes time to fight these bigger bitches or these bigger niggas, where's the challenge in that? Right? And so that's something that always stuck with me. So even when it came time to when I fought Naffy one-on-one, that's something that always stuck with me. But going back to what happened to this night. So Naffy was nowhere to be found. Me, Kia, Bam, which is Danielle's cousin, Danielle, one of the twins, which my baby daddy, one of the twins, Bubba or Sheikah, one of them. We beat the nearest ass that was kin to Naffy, dug all in their butt. When I say dug all in their butt, it was a brawl, like dug all in their butt, and Naffy was nowhere to be found, while her siblings or whoever it was, butt was getting dug in. Right? That's how serious this beef became. It became so raw. Now, time goes on, like maybe like a day or so goes on. Naffy was with some niggas, and they ended up shooting up Shakia mom's house. Right? So, boom. We still never ended up seeing Naffy and all of them, and at this time I want to say Naffy had ended up even beef with my cousin Kalisha. You know what I'm saying? Like it was something at North High with them. Like this beef was so serious, y'all. Serious. This was like it was like next level type shit. Now, I was with one night I was driving. I was on 24th and Ames. I was going towards Lake. I had stopped at a light. I had in my passenger seat was Redbone, and in my back seat was Cheesy. And I don't know if Redbone and Cheesy remember this night, but Naffy must have just coincidentally um pulled up beside me, because I think I was finna go right. So she must have coincidentally pulled up beside me. And this is one of the reasons why I keep a 5% tint on my windows, because at this time, my car was a fishbowl, and I didn't do that tent shit. It was just a fishbowl. So when Naffy pulled, it was dark. When Naffy pulled up beside my car, and this is when, yeah, I was carrying. I kept me a motherfucking pistol, okay? Naffy pulled up beside me, and she was with some niggas, and she must have rolled her window down, or she got out the car or something. Something had happened, and I drew down. What's up? I said, yeah, what's up? And she got the fuck up out of there. You know what I'm saying? And that was that. Now, she must have been so mad I did that, because that summer, later on that summer, I'm out. I want to say it might be a week or two before my birthday. I ended up going out with Steven, me, Steven, Narisha, Keisha, and Erica. We ended up riding there downtown to the, I think at the time it was Denim and Diamonds. But we ended up riding downtown to that bar, and Steven had drove. This when Steven had that Pontiac where the doors went up. You know what I'm saying? That's when Steven, he had that. Who the fuck tricks out a fucking Pontiac? Nobody but fucking Steven, okay? Steven had suicide doors on the fucking Pontiac, and we all rode with Steven that night to the club, right? And Whitney, I don't remember if Whitney rode with us or if she was down there too, right? But word got back to us that, because by this time the club is over, word got back to us that Hollie Naffy downtown and she looking for you. Well, bitch, what you looking for me for? Like, why are you only looking for me? So I ain't gonna lie, y'all. I was nervous than a bitch. Okay, I was nervous because Nappy was a big bitch. That was a big bitch, and at the time, I might have been drinking. No, matter of fact, I didn't even drink. I didn't even drink like that back then. So I know I wasn't drinking. I was sober as fuck. But the bitch was looking for me, right? And this is from my perspective. So they tell me Hollie Naffy just got downtown. She looking for you. Looking for who? What the fuck you looking for me for? You know? So Whitney, and if you know Whitney like, bitch, Hollie, you finna take that shit off. Take them heels off. You finna whoop her ass. I'm like, all right, whatever. You know what I'm saying? I'm taking my shoes off, whatever. But I don't duck no wrecks. I've never ducked a wreck. I've never ducked a wreck. I don't give a fuck. I may be nervous. I may be whatever it is, but I'm my mama. If you looking for me, I got something for anybody who think they got something for me. You know what I'm saying? So Naffy ends up, she walking down the street. Doo-doo, 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 doo-doo. It's that shit, that song that Devo was playing when he was riding the bike.
Oh well.
Right? She walking down the street. Man, all I know is by the time she gets to me, I squared up. Take off. Wow, we fighting. We fighting. Naffy grabs me. And I just remember, I remember this whole fight, Whitney coaching me. And before we even fought, Whitney already told me, Hollie, just listen to my voice. Listen to my voice. And you know, if you got a motherfucker coaching you on the sideline, you know, especially if you could hear him. Oh, Whitney was loud as fuck. I heard her loud and clear, baby. Free Whitney. Oh, my mama. So we fighting. Naffy grabs me, and I'll never forget, we on a white truck. We on a white truck. She grabbed me and she put me like in a headlock kind of thing. Y'all, here I go. I bit the shit out of that bitch. Oh, my mama, I took a bite out of crying. I dug my teeth in her and I just, because bitch, you gonna have to get up off me. You gonna have to get your big ass up off me. Whitney like, get her off you. Get her off you. Girl, I got that bitch up off of me. I came from behind and I was beating that bitch head. Whop, whop, whop. I heard Whitney, uppercut. Whop, whop, whop. Nigga, Whitney, I'm here. Whitney coaching me through the whole thing. That's right, Hollie. That's right. Oh, my mama. So when we got pulled apart, it was because the police pulled us apart, right? And by this time, I'm so fucking mad and fired up. You ever be fighting and you get so fucking fired up? Now you like, yeah, bitch. Because you just knew. Yeah, bitch. What's up? My bad, y'all. Yes. All my kids went down. So, right? So I'm so mad. I'm spitting and everything. I'm like, I'm spitting at her and everything. Like, yeah, bitch, you thought you was gonna whip my ass. You thought you was gonna do your big one on me, bitch. Yeah, how to. Yeah, how to. So in the course of me spitting on her, I also ended up spitting on the officer. But because I wouldn't stop and slow down, they couldn't calm me down because I was so mad. They ended up asking me what's my name. I had a warrant. So I went to jail. So, but the officer was like, they weren't going, they were like, we could take you to jail for spitting. He said, I could charge you for spitting on me, but I'm not going to charge you. So he did not charge me for spitting. The first call I made when I got downtown, Narisha, because that's who I was with. I called Narisha. And anybody who know me and Narisha, that was one of my day one dogs. That not was, but that was one of my day one dogs at the time going out. I called Narisha. Friend, what they saying? She said, girl, you won. She like, why? Naffy just inboxed me and Steven, and I want to say it was Erica and Whitney or whatever, and asked if you won. And she said, we was like, yeah, I'm sorry. Hollie got you, dog. Yeah. So, with that being said, don't let the people think that you whipped my ass. Like, I done only lost, I only lost about maybe 3 or 4 fights out of the 50 fights I done been in. I'm telling you, I only lost about 3 or 4. I don't have a problem saying if I lost a fight. If I lost a fight, I lost a fight. But on my mama, ain't nobody ever whooped my ass and curved me out after that or ever. Because I'll fight you again. And again. And again. And again and again and again and again and again. I don't give a fuck. You're not going to ever curb me. If you took a win on me, you're never going to be able to be like, oh, yeah, I beat your ass and I'm going to keep beating your ass. No, you're not. No, you're not. We're going to run that back again. You're going to just beat my ass about it again, bitch, because I'm never going, like, it's never going to be that. But you bulldacking, bitch? Yeah. Get your big ass. You going to have to get your big ass up off me, bitch. By all means. What he say? Yeah. That's what he said. That's what I'm doing. Fuck is we talking about? Like, why is this even a topic? And keep in mind, this was like the year before I went to prison. I went to prison in 2013, March of 2013. So you talking about a fight that happened in 2012? Bitch, please quit playing with me. Because after that, when I came home from prison, we was cool. And you asked to borrow some money. So don't make it sound like, you know what I'm saying, like you was just handing out ass whoopings to Hawktime, because you're not somebody I took a L to. But Naffy is not on my list of L's that I took. Okay, Flock, let's go ahead and get into these Hawk headlines. So I want to say congratulations to the North High girls basketball team on that win they took. Very good job. I had the pleasure of being at that game. Y'all show skills. I love that. Also, the Step Up program is taking applications for youth that are 14 and up. They will be taking applications up until the day that the Step Up program starts. Change of Omaha is also offsetting. They are going to be accepting 10 applicants, giving them each $1,000 scholarships. I also want to make sure I touch bases on before I forget, because I was over here like, dang, I'm wondering how my hair look, and I know. Y'all know if I don't do nothing else, y'all know I keep my motherfucking hair done. Shout out to Brittany Arabella on tapping this wig. Let's get into this Hawk mail. Now, y'all know y'all was loud as hell in the Hawk mail. But the Hawk mail that I've been receiving was already discussed in the Hawk Heat and the Hawk Talk. I touched a lot of those bases already and gave my opinions on how I felt about that. One thing I did not speak of, since Chink was in the topic for today, I did receive hawk mail that her new face care line, the Yaz line, uh, she is using, that she had been using old photos from Nautica's face line and her results from 2022, which y'all know I post receipts. So those will be posted, stating that the Yaz line is what cleared her face here in 2026 when she launched, using the same exact picture, same exact thing. Now, I don't know. I feel like people lie about things all the time when it comes to promoting and different things. People lie about losing weight. People lie about just the silliest things. So I have nothing negative to say about that. Uh, but what I think about that is, I think it goes a lot into integrity and different things like that. Now, I don't know if maybe Nautica sold her the recipe for it, and maybe that's how that's going. Um, but I haven't done any research on it. If Chink wants to clear that up for y'all here on Hawktime she definitely can on her own platform, because her platform is bigger than mine. So, but that's something that I received, and I did feel like that was information worth sharing. So, with that being said, don't forget to send me your hawk mail about things that you want me to talk about, or different topics, or tea, or whatever maybe may have you. The link for that, is always in the description, and I'm always posting that on all my platforms anyway. Now, y'all know I couldn't leave y'all without a fly high moment. So it's always the right time to do the right thing. That quote came from Martin Luther King. With that being said, to me, that means like moral action. So moral action over convenience, like perfect timing. So just always showing up with integrity, like I said. And I think that is perfect for today's episode, because we spoke a lot about character, integrity, on, Chink, Naffy, Bud, whoever, myself. Um, so it's never the wrong or right time to have that. Okay. Thank you for tuning in. Thank you for locking in. Hawk time begins. Hawk time out.
I'm really pushing P. Niggas go to jail and come back home with a brand new GED. It's like new wires every week. Wake up a brand new me. We could do anything that you want, nigga.